Okay, this is a Daka super platform dock assembly. These are all the 3 sections, 8-foot sections, and then it has some braces, couplings, and everything that we put together. And there's the axle for the wheels and the uprights over there. And in here we have the rest of our parts. This is going to be the bench. That's the corner section of the dock. It's a 40-foot dock, so we have some more 8-foot sections here of the truss style dock. And that would be the end platform that goes from the shore to the dock. I got wheels, more uprights, and all the associated hardware we need to do all this. Okay, I've got all of these supports. Everything's just rough bolted together. I've got to tighten everything up, but I have these support angles right here at the ends of the platform. And now we're going to tighten everything up, and then we have to get the wheel assembly on. This is upside down at the moment. Once we get the wheels on, we'll straighten it up. Okay, the last thing we're doing is we're installing these upright sleeve brackets, and these are the brackets that the riser pipe over here with the green end on them, that is the axle, will go through that green end. And these brackets will go in there. They're going to get bolts here that are going to bite into the pipe there, and then also these have this bracket here, and our winch for leveling this will go into this, and this gets taken off. The bolts get taken off. You adjust for level here with your winch, and then you tighten these up again. So basically this is all, we're done. Everything's tight, and now we're just gonna put the wheel assembly on. Okay, so we've taken our dock here and we've turned it upside down, or upright here. Just got it leaning against the garage, and we've put in these are our uprights, and our shaft for the wheel axle will be going through here. So obviously there's 2 of them, and we're going to bolt the whole axle assembly up and get this thing on facing the right direction. Okay, we're going to put on the axle and the 2 wheels. The axle shaft will go through our green ends here, and they get locked down with these bolts that they'll go through and bite down on the axle. And in this case, in the super platform, the wheels are on the inside. They'll be on the inside of that, and then there'll be a washer and a cotter pin holding everything together. But I'll get a shot here after we got it all together. All right, well, we got our wheel assembly all hooked up. This is an 1.5" Schedule 80 pipe, extra heavy pipe on the super platform because it goes so far of a distance. Smaller pipe would bust. So here, what we did got the axles on, the tires are on. It gets a washer here and then a cotter pin that holds this from moving. And the other side is this. We have tightened up these with I had a little bit of an impact wrench, so it's really snug, and the tires move freely. And then all of our adjustment when we're out on the water, we'll be bringing these up and down. And like I said before, we'll be using our winch into these underneath this piece of steel here. So now we're going to muscle this thing down and get the wheels right, and then we're going to add on the rest of our platforms that we have sitting in the garage there. Okay, we've uprighted this, got this everything's the right way, and when we do this, there is a shore end and there is a lake end. So this is the lake end of it, and the shore end has has these little kicker brackets here. And then every dock sections has these. So we want these, so the next section that we have on here, we want these kickers on the shore end. And every one being assembled will be assembled the same way. But this is how it all sits. And when we get towards the water, when we get close, we'll make these right. But you don't want to push this right now with these extended too far, because you can bend something because of the fulcrum. They'll get too tall, and you can bend a pipe if it's too tall. So, well, we'll get it here. We'll get her down to the water here. We're going to get another dock assembly on here and probably get it close to the water first, and then we'll add the rest of the dock sections, because we do have a little bit of a ways to go, a little down a hill to get to the lake. All right, so we're putting on our first section after this, and just to make it easy, we stacked up a couple other sections to get the first one on there. And now you do have to take some bolts out of what you just did to bolt. I had to take out 3 bolts over there. That's gonna bolt onto the next section of dock. And then they all have brackets that they have, and they stick out. So right here, you can see this little bracket is sticking out. Here you need a spacer. So this little spacer here will go in here, then everything's the same. We're going to bolt that up, and everything will get bolted up, and it'll have the same gap, and everything is perfect. Okay, when we've got this first section of dock bolted up here, we did end up getting our spacer in there. Now when you do this, you really want to make sure that these are lining up, because I mean, they could be off by a little bit. Now that in your decking will rock and everything if you don't do that right. So you want to make sure as you put this dock together that this is all the same, you know. So you can put a level here, so that just to make sure that it doesn't hit. It slides perfectly there. And then I just use this for lifting it up. I just use this clamp, you know, to get it to adjust this the difference here. And then I just got to go back and forth and make sure both of them are nice and smooth here, so for the next transition. And so it'll be the same thing as we go through on each dock space, making sure we have this nice level transition between each piece. But this is coming in pretty good. I think we're going to put I think we'll put the corner section in next, and the bench. The corner section will give us a little bit more support as we wheel this towards the lake. Okay, we've assembled a lot of this. See, I put another dock section on here. We're gonna have to get it down to the lake. I think I can't go anymore. It'll be way too long. And 2 of us should be able to roll this. It's not real heavy. It's a little heavy, but not bad. I did put the corner section in, but unfortunately we are lacking some hardware to finish the corner section. I did put the bench up because I didn't want to do it in the water. So the bench is all done. That's all solid. And we're going to get this down by the water, and we'll put the other one together up here because that has a wheel assembly also, and it'll be easy to roll down there. Okay, and I put on the anti-sway kit, which is these chains. They hook up to the under the wheel. Instead of a cotter pin, the bolt goes through and they cross each other. And then the last thing you do when you hook these up is you tighten them up. And we'll do that later on. these are the last two sections that we're gonna bring down to the dock. I did put a stabilizer legs here, and we did put stabilizer legs on the other part of the dock. This is the shore end, and I do have a ramp that goes on here, and we're not going to put that on till it's in the water. Okay, we got her all together. About ready to, probably, I'm waiting for, I got need some hardware for this corner. So I'm probably not going to pull it in until I get the hardware kit for that. I'm missing to bolt it up. But other than that, these are the stabilizers we added in the midway. And then we have the other stabilizers up there, and the last of the wheels up there. I do have a ramp that we'll put that ramp in after everything's in the water. But other than that, it all looks really good. Here we've got the dock all put in, finished. Here's the 8-foot ramp. This is the dock wheel assembly. All the panels are on. They went on very easily. Just set them in there. That's it. Bench turned out nice. Dock is working good. Catching fish. So I'd have to call our Daka dock a success. Thanks for watching. Bye.